Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to G Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. Yeah, I'm out here on day 2 of the war on grasshoppers or slash locusts. And I can honestly say so far, the Irish Spring soap does nothing. I saw a grasshopper sitting right on top of that Irish Spring soap there this morning. And look at what they're doing to my leaves. My God. Anyway, I came through this morning with my new Harbor Freight garden sprayer and a mixture of Palmolive soap and water. And 1 cup of soap to 2 gallons of water. There's my 2-gallon sprayer right there. And you can see the soap on here because I just refilled it. And that'll be for tomorrow morning. I'll be running through here again. It's an ongoing battle, and these little moths you see jump up every now and then, little white moths, they're responsible for those little green caterpillars you find on your plants that are eating the leaves. And over there on the potatoes, which are pretty much devastated by the little suckers, I had 2 of those little caterpillars side by side on the back plant back there. This morning when I came through with the soap spray, I gave them a good dousing and they both died. So they're laying dead on the ground. So that's a good thing. So it does work. It does kill some of the things that are causing havoc here, but not everything. And the biggest problem is, you see the corn laying over there, laying on its side. The reason it's doing that is because something is chewing it off at the base, right where it goes into the ground. So, gonna have a ongoing battle here with these guys. And anyway, my grapes are doing just fine. Looks like they're up to about 38 caliber now. And I was told I could pick them at 50 caliber, but I think I'll wait for 60 caliber or better, maybe 70 caliber. Anyway, the tomatoes seem to be surviving this havoc, and I'm pretty sure that's because of the basil that's in there. And the bugs are going after the basil and eating the heck out of that, as you can see down here. But they're not getting on the plants, on the tomato plants yet. So hopefully I can win this battle and save some of my crop here. I did go through everything. I sprayed everything. I went through there also and sprayed everything in here and killed a bunch of those white moths. And you can see my figgies. Got a figgy there. I got 3 figgies there. I got 2 figgies there. I got a couple of figgies there. I got a figgy there. See, I got a figgy there. Go figgy. This is a purslane, of course. I love that, but I can't just pluck it now and eat it because I sprayed it with that soapy spray, and it'll taste a little on the soapy side. So I'd have to take it in and wash it. But in the center here is my little Fuji apple tree that's growing from seed, and it's doing a good job. I got a little bit of spots on one of the leaves, but I think it'll be okay. And something got in there to my purslane over there. I see a lot of flies in there, so I don't know. Citrus trees all doing just fine. All right, peach tree looking a little sad. I'm having a lot of trouble with peach trees here, so I'm going to have to figure out the problem and fix it. So anyway, I wanted to cover that before I got to today's project. On that item I said that I received to do a review on, I did get the parts for it, and I'm I got to manufacture one bracket to hold the parts. And I was in there today trying to get things done, but it was almost 100 degrees here. It was 98, and humidity's up. That's what all of this stuff is in the sky. It's all humidity. And I couldn't work over there. The sweat kept running in my eyes, and I put on a sweatband, and the sweatband was soaking wet in about 25 minutes, and the sweat was running out of it into my eyes. So I said, heck with that. So anyway, for supper tonight, and probably tomorrow night, and maybe the next night, I've got a rack of spare ribs in there. Well, hi there, Gillis. How are you? You're such a needy dog. You want your head scratched every time I walk by, don't you? Huh? All right. So, anyway, I'm not going to open the cover because I have this set with the charcoals in the half moon, like I showed you in a previous video, and that keeps an even heat running over a long period of time. And I'm running at about 280 degrees, 285 degrees Fahrenheit in there. And now that'll be a slow cook over a total period of about 3.5 hours. And then I have them wrapped in aluminum foil. I'll open the aluminum foil up, put on my barbecue sauce, because I've got the dry rub on them right now. I'll put my barbecue sauce on there, and then caramelize the barbecue sauce in the last few minutes of charcoal, and then I'll be ready to eat. So here's the Tote-cuzzi with the cover off. I got a few bugs that landed in there, but I have a little net that I net those out with right here. Fish tank net. Works wonderful. And I got my stool there that I sit on while I'm inside of there. I've got to clean that up a little bit. It's got some old dirty water on it from last year's dirty water and the rains that came. So I'll be throwing the cover back on here. I've got the motor running down there, the one that I told you that do the recirc. That's a hot water pump, but it's only running cold water. Well, actually, the water is pretty hot. It's almost 90 degrees in there. But this little filter does a nice job of keeping the water nice and crystal clear. And of course, I got a bromine floater in there with bromine tablets in it, so it doesn't smell chlorine really strong. But I might come out and sit in here a little later and cool down a little bit, because I really am sweating and it's miserable. I'm going to leave this open. I forgot to shut it off last night and ran all night. When I got up this morning, my battery only had 5.6 volts in it. So I put my Harbor Freight battery repair unit on there and ran a repair on it from this morning on, and it worked. And the battery's up and running at 12.8 right now. So I'm going to kill some flies here, and there's a couple. It's a good way of doing it. This is that soap mixture with vegetable oil, soap, and baking soda and water. And if you hit a fly with this direct on, he drops right to the ground. That's it. He's done. He's done. So I've killed hundreds of flies like this. I keep this here, and I do them all around the door before I go in. See, he was the one that I just got as he was flying away, and he tried to fly back, but he hit the ground. So this stuff does work, and I've mixed up 2 half-gallon empty milk containers, plastic milk containers, and I keep 2 of those handy. That's 2 gallons. It'll refill this thing, I think about almost 4 times each. And I keep 2 of them. When one of them is empty, I'll mix another batch and let that sit for a few days before I use it. It works really well. And for those of you who don't want to waste your vegetable oil when you're making this thing, I am using the used vegetable oil that I had from the French fried. All right, that's about it. I'm going to call this one a day, go inside and upload it. I was online with my cell carrier. They're checking into things to see why it's taking so long to upload the video the other night. The longer one took 16 hours to upload. Totally ridiculous. And she agreed with me. And I'm being attacked by all kinds of bugs right now. I think they've caught on that I'm the guy that's killing them all. Anyway, that's it, everybody. Thanks. Don't forget your thumbs ups, and don't forget to share and subscribe. This is G Bear signing off.